How's it going, guys, and welcome back to FM Scout. This is ABTFM, and today I will be showing you 10 wonder kids that is under £1 million at the beginning of the game. Well, who doesn't love bringing wonder kids into your team in Football Manager? And the players that we will be looking at today, they have 150 plus potential ability at the start of the game. Well, obviously some of them will get different potential ability in different saves due to the negative or range potential ability. But in general, it is still a pretty good deal as you can sign all 10 of them in just under £1 million. So before we start the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to get notified so you wouldn't miss out any of our video. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the list. So the first player that we are going to looking at is the 15-year-old Spanish playing for Barcelona U19, Gavi. So Gavi can play as an attacking midfielder as well as a central midfielder, and looking at his attributes, he is actually a very good player. 13 dribbling, 12 first touch, 12 passing, 14 technique, 17 flair, and 14 determination, which is very good for a 50-year-old youngster. So if you just go to the transfer and make an offer, if you just click suggest term, you will see that Barcelona believe the offer for Gavi is unacceptable. However, if you look closely, this youngster has a minimum fee release clause of £300,000. So you can just easily click on £300,000 and make an offer, and he will be joining your team. So first player, Gavi from Barcelona. The second player that we are looking at is Layton Stewart from Liverpool. Yes, he is only 17 years old and he is a striker with 16 determination, which is a very good one for a youngster. And although he only has 9 finishing, but he does have 13 dribbling, 14 first touch, 14 heading, and 11 off the ball. His acceleration and pace is not that bad as well. So we will just go to the transfer and make an offer, and if we click suggest term, Liverpool will suggest for £1 million. And the best I could get for him is actually £750,000. So yes, I will leave the clauses to you guys, but it just proved that he is under £1 million. So we click suggest terms again, and yes, we can finalize the offer. So the second player is Layton Stewart from Liverpool. Well, the third player that we will be looking at is Alejandro Iturbe, who is playing for Atletico Madrid under 19. 16 years old Spanish, playing at the goalkeeper position, and yes, he looks pretty decent for a 16 years old goalkeeper. 13 handling, 13 reflexes, 12 throwing, and 12 command of area. But it's only 10 determination, but don't worry, he will be a very good goalkeeper at the later stage of the game. Again, let's just go to offer him, and if you click suggest term, Atletico Madrid will ask for £1.2 million. And actually the best I can get is £750,000 as well. So we'll just click suggest terms again, and yes, here you go. Alejandro Iturbe is the third wonder kid on the list. Well, the fourth wonder kid on the list is Marco Stamanik, who is playing for FC Copenhagen, an 18 years old players from New Zealand, and he can play as a central midfielder, attacking midfielder, as well as defensive midfielder. And look at his attributes, it's crazy for an 18 years old midfielder. His mental is just great, 13 bravery, 14 composure, 11 determination, and 11 decision might be a concern, but he has got 14 flair, 12 off the ball, and his technical ability looks good as well. 13 first touch, 12 passing, 14 technique, and 12 vision. So if we just go to the transfer and make an offer, suggest term, Copenhagen will ask for £1.6 million, and the best I can get is actually £900,000. He might be slightly expensive, but again, he is still under £1 million. So we just click suggest term, and Copenhagen is happy with the offer. So the fourth wonder kid on the list, Marco Stamanik. So the fifth player on the list is Dimo Krastev, who is playing for Fiorentina under 20s. A 17 years old Bulgarian, and he can play as a defensive midfielder as well as a central midfielder. And he is generally a pretty defensive midfielder with 11 marking, 13 tackling and 16 jumping range. And he is pretty cheap as well. So if we just go into the transfer and click suggest term, you will see Fiorentina is asking for £1.2 million. So I can actually get him for £700,000. So yes, here you go, the fifth player, Dimo Krastev. Before we go to the sixth wonder kid, I just want to let you know I have a FM beta series on my own channel, managing PSG in Ligue 1. So if you're interested, check out my channel after this video and the link is down in the description box below. Anyway, back to the list. The sixth wonder kid on the list is the 15-year-old Italian Giacomo Faticanti. Well, I don't know if I pronounce his name correctly. Anyway, he is playing for Roma under 18. Well, his attribute might not look good, but trust me, he is a very good wonder kid in the later stage of the game. So let's just go into the transfer offer and click suggest him. And yes, he is very cheap. Roma is only asking for 275,000. Other than that, you can actually approach to sign him and straight away offer him a contract, and he will be joining you in the next transfer window. So the choice is yours. The sixth wonder kid, Giacomo Faticanti. Moving on to the seventh wonder kid on the list, the 18 years old English midfielder Layton Clarkson, who is playing for Liverpool under 23. And look at his attribute, he is actually really good. 14 passing, 14 first touch, 12 flair, 12 leadership as well. And so if we just go to the transfer and make an offer for him, Liverpool will ask for 1.5 million, and the best I could get is £800,000. So yes, it is pretty cheap. And imagine I am managing Chelsea right now and Liverpool is happy to sell this player to me with only £800,000. So Layton Clarkson. Moving on, the next wonder kid is James McAtee, who is playing for Manchester City under 18. Well, this 17 years old English can play as an attacking midfielder, central midfielder, striker and even right winger, and his attribute is looking pretty decent as well, with 12 finishing, 13 first touch, 12 free kick taking, 13 technique and 13 flair. So let's go make an offer for him, and if you click suggest him, £1 million is what Manchester City will ask for. So the best I could get is actually 650,000. So if you click suggest them again and Manchester City feel the offer for James McAtee is acceptable. So the next wonder kid, James McAtee. Moving on to the ninth wonder kid, Rodri, who is playing for Real Betis B team, and he is an attacking midfielder, can play as a central midfielder as well, and he has got 16 determination, which is pretty good. So yes, decent attributes like 14 passing and 15 technique, and he has got 15 vision as well. So let's just make an offer for him, and if we click suggest him, it will say Real Betis believe the offer for Rodri is unacceptable. However, he does have £975,000 of release clause. So yes, pretty much you can just get him under £1 million. So Rodri, playing for Real Betis B team, is the ninth wonder kid on the list. Last but not least, Timo Zaal, the 16-year-old Dutch defender who is playing for FC Heerenveen. And yes, he is looking very good. 14 heading, 14 marking, 13 tackling and 14 positioning. Well, some of his mental attributes might not good for now, but he will be a beast at the later stage of the game. So let's just go and make an offer for him. So suggest him, and FC Heerenveen will only ask for 1.2 million, and the best I could get is £700,000 and suggest them, and here you go, Timo Zaal, the last wonder kid on the list. Alright, in conclusion, these are the wonder kids that only cost you less than £1 million. What do you think of the list? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a like button if you enjoyed the video. And that's all from me today. I am ABTFM and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.